5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Watch me. I'm going to do side rocks. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And back to basic. So how about we do this? 2 sets of 8 doing the basic step, which is forward and back. 2 sets of 8 doing side rocks. And then we'll do it to music. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left, right, and right, left, right. Again, left, left. Side rocks. Left, right, and left, right. Back to basic. Left, right, etc. And here we go. Left, right, right. Left, right, left. Side rocks. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Back to basic. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Side rocks. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Back to basic. About hip sway. So a lot of times when people are first learning and they see people who are experienced dancers do a lot of this kind of, this is called Cuban motion, and this is the hip sway that accompanies all Latin dances. The best thing you can do if you're first learning is not worry about that, because what it looks like is that the person is throwing their hip, but that's actually not what's happening. And when you throw your hip, it'll impede doing the basics correctly. What's really happening is that when someone steps onto a bent leg, the hip sort of swings out, and then when their feet are neutral, the hip becomes more even, and when they step onto the other leg bent, so as you do this, you get a hip sway, but the little bit of sway that happens from naturally taking these steps is fine. And it's very easy if you're trying to do Latin motion to do it wrong, and then it actually makes it harder to do the basic steps. So just a comment, a word to the wise, forget about it. Just try and get the rhythm. The most important thing is stepping on the correct foot in the correct rhythm, because then a leader can lead you, a follower can follow, and you can kind of dance together in a coordinated fashion. And that's really where your emphasis should be when you're first learning. Okay, now, I'm going to show you the footwork for the right turn. We're going to add that to our footwork pattern, practice it together, and then I'm going to show you how we utilize these footwork patterns in partnership. So first of all, when we're doing the turn, a right turn, which is the most fundamental turn, is the easiest one that people learn first, typically. A right turn is done on the forward rock. So if I were leading, the footwork that I showed you starting forward on the left is the leader's footwork. So if the leader were turning, it would happen on beats 1, 2, 3 when rocking forward. So first I'm going to do this facing you, then I'm going to face away from you. I just want you to see what this looks like. I step forward on the left. Now I'm putting my foot right in front of the other foot, but I'm also turning it a little bit to get a little jump, sort of a jump on the turn. 1, and then 2, I put my right foot down exactly where it was. 2, and then 3, I bring my left foot to the right foot. This is a little like riding a bicycle. It can be harder to do slow because your balance is aided by the momentum you get. So let me show that to you at a more normal pace. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7 is the back rock. So a leader would normally go forward and together, back and together, but with the turn it's forward and together with a turn added, and then back and together. Now, let's all turn around this way. So we're going to do 1 basic and then the turn. 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic and basic. Here's the turn. We go left, left, and then right, left, right. Again, basic and basic. Here's the turn. We go left, and right, left, right. Now, you're going to be using this in partnership, and your partner will be rocking. As you rock forward, they'll rock back. As you rock back, they'll rock forward. And so you want to maintain the same distance between partners. So you want to come back where you started. So when I do this, see where I am? If I go 1, 2, 3, I've moved forward. And I'm going to bump up against my partner, possibly actually bump my partner, or at minimum do what we call invading their space. You know, coming too close to them. Just in dance, as in life, you don't want to kind of get right up on someone else. It's not comfortable to them. To make that happen, you need to keep the second beat foot where it was. So I'm going forward on the left, but instead of bringing this forward, I make sure I keep it where it was. That way when I bring the left to the right, I'm in the same position I started in. Got it? So again, if I do a basic and then a turn, basic and basic, here's the turn. Left, this is the foot, right, left, and then back and together. As long as on beat 2, my right foot is not riding forward, I'll come back to where I was. So that's something you want to watch for. The other thing that I know to be an issue, and I'm quite sure that as people watch this on video, some of you trying to do the turn will encounter this. This is what a lot of people do when they're trying. Watch. Basic and basic. Here's the turn. 1, 2, 3. Oh, how does that teacher get all the way around? Okay, so you want to actually strive to move at a constant rate of speed. So you don't want to go 1, 2, and then haul yourself around fast for the third beat, putting most of the motion into the third beat. You want it to be evenly spread out. So you kind of actually can do a little prep. We call it a preparation. If you bring your arms the opposite direction of where you're turning, to the left, and then that helps pull you around, or even just with your body, kind of pull yourself. A 1, 2, 3, even just pulling the shoulders can help. That will help you get around, but you kind of have to get used to the feeling of the amount of force that you need to exert to get here. Experienced dancers do double and triple turns. So anyone can do a single turn, and it may take some practice. Okay, so now, here's what we're going to do. 2 basic, 2 side rock, basic, and then a turn, an 8-beat pattern with a turn, which will be on 1, 2, 3, and then another basic with a turn. Let's try it. So if you want, you can watch me the first time through and then join me. I'll do this pattern a few times. First without music, and then with music. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic and basic. Again, basic and basic. Side rocks. It's side and together, and side and together. Side and together. Back to basic. Here we go. It's basic. And here's the turn. We go turn around, back and together. Again, basic and basic. Here's the turn. We turn around, back. One more time, the whole thing. Basic and basic. Again, basic, side rocks. Here we go. It's side and together, and side and together. Side and together. Back to basic. Here we go. Basic. And here's the turn. We turn around and back and together. Again, basic and basic. Here we go. We turn around, back and together. Basic, second basic, side rocks. Back to basic. Turn. Turn. The basic step is left, right, and back, right, left, right. This is the leader's footwork, and we're going to address what the followers is shortly. The leader can also do side rocks, which is the same concept, going side to side instead of front to back. Left, left, and right, left, right. And then we discussed how to do a right turn, which is done on beats 1, 2, 3. Left, left, and then right, left, right. You want to be careful that on beat 2, you're not bringing your right foot forward. So it's left, and leave that right foot where it is, right, left, and then back and together for right, right for the back rock. So these are the 3 patterns we've learned so far. We did them in the following sequence: 2 basic, 2 side rock, basic turn, basic turn. Let's do this one more time to make sure you've got a nice recording of this. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, basic and basic. Again, this is left, right, left, right, left, right. Side rocks, left, right, left, right, left, right. Again, left, right, left, right, left, right. Back to basic. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Here's a turn. Left, and right, left, right. Again, basic. And the turn is 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So this is what we've done so far. We did it both with and without music. Now, let me just go on from here. I want to show you a bunch of steps. So I'm going to show you how we use this in partnership. So let me start real quick with Donna. When we do this in partnership, the leader does the footwork that I showed, forward with the left. The follower does what's called the natural opposite, which is back on the right. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do that whole pattern we did in footwork. Side and together, and side and together. Side and together, back to basic. Here we go. Basic and basic. Now, I want you to notice that the leader is stepping out on beat 1 to the left. Because, as you recall, when we were facing this way, doing the leader's footwork, always we started on beat 1 on the left, going to the side. But since the follower is facing the leader, the side of the leader that's the left is the follower's right. The follower does everything with the opposite foot. So when we're doing this, the leader's stepping left, left, the follower is stepping right, right. I'm stepping right, right, the follower is left, left. So we're always on the opposite foot. Now when it comes to the turn is always done on the forward rock. So what's going to happen is, I'm not turning, I'm going to turn my follower. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to explain first and then I'll do it. I'm going to go forward and together while the follower rocks back and together. On beat 3, I'm going to lift her hand. It's her right hand that I'm holding. I'm going to lift it with my left. And as the follower comes forward, I'm going to turn her. I'm going to initiate a lead for a turn on 5, 6, 7. So the follower's footwork looks like this. On the basic step, back and together, and forward and together, which is the leader goes forward first, and the leader goes back first. Follower goes back first, and forward first. So for the follower, the turn is on 5, 6, 7. This is beat 1, 2, 3, and everybody turns on the forward rock. So that's 5, 6, 7 for the follower. I'm going to do the same pattern without music that we were doing with our footwork. 2 basic, 2 side rock, a basic and then a turn, a basic and then a turn. Now because I'm doing this in partnership, I'm going to lead the turn on beats 5, 6, 7 because that's when my partner is rocking forward. And this is a rule of thumb. Forward rocks are when we do the right turn. By the way, this is LA style salsa that I'm teaching you. There are about 4 or 5 major styles. I'm especially fond of something called Cuban style, and I'm going to show you a few Cuban style moves before we're done that can be adapted to do in LA style. So it's just so you know a little terminology or have perspective on what we're doing. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Guy goes forward, the guy goes back. The lady goes back, the lady goes forward. Guy goes to the left, the guy goes to the right. The lady goes to the right, the lady goes to the left. Back to basic. This is our basic pattern, and here's the turn. 1, 2, lift, and turn around. Basic, and basic one more time. 1, 2, and lift, and turn around. So that's our pattern and how we use this footwork in partnership. And I will tell you that if you're a beginner and you can do this in time, you can get through, with these very simple steps, you can get through a 2 or 3 minute song. So you're kind of equipped with the very most fundamentals when these are done in good timing, in partnership. And I'm going to show you some additional steps that are a little more advanced for those of you that might have some dance experience. Basic and basic. Freeze. Now I'm going to start by rocking back as a leader. So I'm ready to step on my left, and she's going to do what she's used to. I'm going to rock her back. When the leader rocks back and rocks the follower back, that's referred to as an open break. And I should say, I'm leading in all these examples. I'm doing the part of the guy, and the other ladies are doing the part of the follower. It used to be that it was rather unusual for someone to learn both parts, but it's very common for experienced dancers to do that now. So we dance in all kinds of combinations of ladies and guys. So, okay, so here we go. Basic, and then the turn, watch. 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic and basic. This is an open break. 1, 2, 3. Now I push the lady back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And now I'm going to do a crossbody lead. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Basic and basic. Watch it again. Here's our basic, and here we go. I rock her back, and then quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, crossbody. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. The main thing that you really want to practice if you're a relatively inexperienced dancer is always stepping in that rhythm precisely. Because if you're not exactly located where you should be, that's not a big deal. But if you're on the correct foot, dancing in the correct rhythm, the leader can guide you and compensate for anything. Let me show you the footwork for that. Okay, I'm going to back to you. This is what the leader does if I'm leading. Here's my basic, left, right, left, right, left, right. I lead her back and I step back on my left. I go 1, 2, 3, and I'm kind of going over her head. And then I break her movement with my right hand as I rock back, and I push her back the other way, a gentle push. And I do the same thing again, 1, 2, 3, and I push her back. And then I come to face her and do a crossbody lead. Watch us do this again one more time. Here we go. It's back and turn, back and turn, back and turn. Then I face my partner, back and then crossbody lead, and we're done. Okay? Let me grab Karen, and I'm going to show you another move. This is kind of a fun move. It's got a number of turns. Watch. Basic and basic. We start the same way with an open break. I rock back and I turn the lady. I rock back and I turn over myself. I rock back and I turn the lady, and we step in place, and I go forward and cross body lead. Here we go. Basic. you would get a cha-cha tempo. And by slowing it way down, if you tried to do salsa to it, it would look like this. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And no one wants to dance like that. It's dead. It's not fun. So what we do is, in place of the slow, we take 3 steps instead of 1. And that's called cha-cha. Quick, quick, step, step, step. Quick, quick, and step, step. Here we go. Step, step, and cha-cha-cha. Step, step, and cha-cha-cha. And cha-cha-cha. Step, step, and cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And here we go. I turn, and you turn. One more time. That's cha-cha. If you go to a club or you go someplace where there's Latin dancing, even if they mostly do salsa, you're likely to see some cha-cha. And just even knowing the basic step and rhythm, I think, makes you feel like you're not as lost. So now we're going to go ahead and spend a little more time on bachata. So let me grab Donna again. Now the basic step of bachata is step, 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 then tap, step, 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 then tap. So the salsa and bachata are both written with phrases of 8 beats. In salsa, we're stepping step, 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 and then we don't step on the 4th beat. In bachata, we go step, 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 and we do put our foot on the floor and make a tap. And a tap is when the foot touches the floor but does not put weight. You don't put weight on the foot. Because you have not put weight on the foot, you're weighted on the other foot. On the next beat, when you're ready to take another step, it has to be with the foot that you're not weighted on, because you'll fall if you try and take a step with the foot you're weighted on, right? So that's kind of the relationship between them. So watch what the basic looks like. Let's do it sideways. Okay, I'm leading, and I start on my left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, 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 and tap. Step, 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 and tap. 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap. Okay, now let me actually position us. Now I'm leading, so you can watch the leader's footwork. Back to the camera. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left, right, left, tap, right, right, left, right, tap, left. Step, tap, and step, 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 tap. Now, for all the followers, you can watch Donna. She's now back to you. So followers, instead of starting on the left, start on the right. This is usually the case in partnership dances. It's kind of a convention for no particular reason. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, 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 and tap. Step, 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 and tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we're going to just do that real quick to music. And here we go. Left, right, left. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. And right, left, right. Everything in bachata, at least at a basic level, is done in 4 beats. So the turns, the footwork for a turn, if I were here and I were dancing, I'm going this way, step out, bring your feet together, and step out, and then tap. Out, together, out, tap. That's the way the turns are done. So a turn is completed in 4 beats. So basic, basic, and basic. Here we go. Turn around, and turn around. Basic, and basic. Then we can do traveling steps as well. Watch. Here we go. Basic. Now I'm going to travel forward as a leader. Step, 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 tap, step, 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 tap, step, 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 tap. Tap, step, 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 tap, step, 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 tap. Basic. What's really crucial is just to always maintain being on the correct foot and dancing in the rhythm. Step, 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 tap, step for the ladies. For the followers, I mean. Leaders always start on the left, so they're going forward, 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 tap, forward, forward, forward. And then when they want to change direction, they do that after a tap. Back, 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 tap, back, 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 tap. Just like that. Let me show this where I turn, because I didn't include that. And here we go. Basic. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Watch it again. Now I should also mention, my friends here came in shoes that are much easier to dance with. I have on shoes with a rubber bottom because I use that when I'm outdoors, and it is harder to turn. Let me take them off. Okay, and so if you do things with either in stocking feet with socks on, or you have anything that has a leather bottom, it is easier to turn. So if you're using rubber tight bottom shoes, the turns are much more difficult. 1, 2, 3. Did you see how much easier I was doing that than what I was before? Don't know if you could tell, but it is much easier. So quick, quick, slow. And you can buy special dance shoes that have a leather bottom. And you can also take comfortable shoes to a shoemaker and have them put leather on the bottom. And that enables you to turn a lot easier. So, but this is all practice. When we lead, what we're doing is we're holding a shape constant. So when I lift the arm, if she were leading me and she pushed me back and I did this, I'm not turning, and she's trying to get me to turn. The reason that I turn when the person leads me is I hold this shape, see? And when the person, my leader, pushes on this, my body has to go with my arm if my arm is maintaining a static shape. I'm going to go with it.